Hey everyone, today I just want to show you what I've picked up during August. Most of these are pretty cheap. I think the most expensive one that I picked up was about $70, and the cheapest one that I grabbed was $3. So if you're interested to see what I picked up, then keep on watching. All right, before I begin, I just like to put a little disclaimer. If I mention prices in this video, I'm referring to Australian dollars since I do live in Australia. I'll put a conversion on the screen so that you can get roughly an idea of what it might be in USD. I know I have a lot of American viewers. Yeah, I'll just jump right into the first one. First one I've got is, and I'm missing the lid, I don't know what happened to it, is Katy Perry's Meow. Now this is another one that I was hoping to take to Bali with me and really enjoy it. Something light and fruity. And although there is a gourmand quality to this one, there is some fruitiness and it's very fun and, you know, it's not too heavy. So this is a very vanilla and fruit floral scent. Now, this one was, I think, $19 Australian. I got it from Chemist Warehouse. It's like a creamy fruit. There's some citrus in there, very pear heavy. On the opening, it's very pear heavy. Unfortunately, I wore this many times. I'll actually show you. This is the 100 ml bottle, and I've used about this much of it. And the reason for that is I've had to respray this so many times. It just sadly does not last. I think I get about an hour before it's kind of starting to disappear, which is unfortunate because the dry down is actually really pleasant. It gets really warm and gourmand. It's got, you know, amber and musk and sandalwood, and in addition to that vanilla and the dry down, it's actually really pleasant. In addition to I really wish the pear stood out more throughout the wear of this scent, but it didn't, and I ended up spraying it a lot. I mean, I took this one with me to Bali, and I sprayed this mother like mad, like, everywhere, spraying it like crazy all over me. And then like an hour, you know, we'd be going, I mean, it was 30 degrees pretty much every day in Bali. And I swear like an hour, 2 hours in, the scent was gone, which is really unfortunate. It's a really lovely scent. That pear is really nice. It's not something I really get a lot of. And they've done it really well in this one, and it just is sad that it doesn't last. Probably not worth it unless you don't mind respraying this one every hour. I'm not going to rebuy it, but it was cute. It's cute. I will say this little charm bit here is really annoying. It like rattles around all the time. The lid is really cute too. All right, so the next one I grabbed is actually from Poshmark, and that one is Britney Spears Circus Fantasy. I nabbed the little 30 ml bottle of it. Now, this one, I am not sure how I feel about this. I'm going to spray her here so I can describe this to you guys. When I first smelled this one, I actually had to scrub it off. I think about 10 minutes after spraying it, I started to just feel sick. The smell was just making me feel nauseous, and I had to like fully wash my arms. I would describe it as like laundry, like a really like very, very strong, sharp laundry scent. It was, I mean, well, what I got it for, I bought it secondhand. It's very cheap. It was about, I think, $12 for the bottle. I don't know what it is in here, but something just does not smell right to me. It's like a weird, almost bitter laundry. It's got like raspberry sugar. It's definitely sweet. It's just, maybe it's too much for me. Maybe it's the florals are just very, very synthetic. I think that's what's giving laundry for me, at least for my nose. I don't know. I will say about this one is that maybe it's because I easily pick it up, is because I don't like it. But this sucker lasts a lot longer than I thought it would. This one lasted me, I think I sprayed it and I wore it outside, and it lasted for at least like 3-4 hours, which I would say for a Britney Spears fragrance, pretty good. I mean, I will say though that my husband likes this one. He really likes this. Maybe he just likes the smell of laundry. I don't know. Listen, for me, there's just something in it that is just synthetic, and it's just giving a scented, soapy laundry or something, like not yeah, see, now I'm starting to feel like my head's starting to hurt. My husband likes it on me, but I I don't know if I can stomach wearing this one again. So unfortunately, didn't love that one, but if you love very, very floral, slightly sweet, it's very sweet, but to me, it just makes me sick. So you might like this one, but for me, this was a miss, and it was very sad that I didn't like it. The next one that I picked up was actually when we went to Bali. I intended to look at a lot more fragrances. I managed to find a few fragrances in like grocery stores. I found this brand called, I think it's Morris, and it's Midnight Love Glam Edition. This was in Australian dollars. This was I think like $3 or $4. The notes on here, well, there are no notes on here. I think I had to look up the notes on Shopee. So if I can find them again, I'll list them. But I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a dupe of Black Opium. When I sprayed it in the store, I was like, wow. I think I was just shocked by the price of it. It was so cheap. For the price I paid, this is a phenomenal fragrance. It's not as good as Black Opium. There's definitely a coffee note. It's very perfumey. When we got back from Bali, I could smell this in my suitcase. Like, it's very potent. I do remember wearing it while we were in Bali, which I probably wouldn't wear it in hot weather now that I'm back home. But I don't think it lasted very long. But listen, for the price I paid, like for 100 mils, like $3, $4, pretty good, and I'll probably use this up happily. Now, continuing on the Black Opium dupe train, I managed to find a Britney Spears Prerogative at, I think, Terry White Chemist. Gosh, I think I paid like $40 for this one. I've been really excited because I've seen it on Fragrantica. It has a lot of really great feedback. And so I was like, hell, I'll just buy it. Why not? So this one, definitely very sweet. That coffee is prominent. It's just a very good fragrance for a celebrity fragrance, in my opinion. The apricot is really lovely. I wish I could tell you what the dry down was like, because I swear to you that I spray this and an hour later I don't smell it. I don't smell it on my skin. It's like poof, it's gone. It is just doesn't last. But I love the smell. It smells so good. Unlike some other, like, I guess kind of dupes of Black Opium, Gardenia is one that's coming to mind. I really like the coffee in this one. It's sweet, and that coffee note's really nice. I mean, even the sandalwood grounds it really well, but for me, it wasn't really lasting. And I would spray very heavily. Like, I used a heavy hand on the nozzle. It still wasn't doing it for me. Maybe it's worth trying if you want to use some hacks to try and get this to last longer, get the Vaseline out. But for me, I mean, I'll just blow through this at this rate with how long it lasts. But, for $40, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'll spray it to just, run a quick errand or something like that. I will continue to wear it. Maybe I'll layer it with some other things. All right. So my next one is actually inspired by when we were in Bali, we did a lot of window shopping and a lot of shopping. I managed to smell White Musk by Body Shop. I didn't want to pay the $70. As much as I really liked that smell, I was like, I don't want to pay $70 right now. I mean, when we were on vacation, it's not really was a priority for me. I was having a look at similar fragrances, and one that popped up was actually White Musk by Joven. Now, this one is super cheap. I think it was $10, $12, something like that. It's just a nice, clean white musk. It's very nice. Like, I smell this and I really like it. I will say it doesn't last as long as the Body Shop one. I still think it's fine, and I will probably use this to layer. I've already been kind of experimenting with layering this with some of my other fragrances. For $12, if I just want something really cozy and makes me feel like, I don't know, just like sprayed at home and get really cozy and cuddly, and it makes me just very relaxed, and it's a very soothing scent to me. Actually, that is a funny story. It leads me actually to my next purchase, which was Joven Musk. This is another one I picked up from Joven. It's very, very similar. This one's a bit warmer. Yeah, it's just a bit warmer. It smells similar longevity. I have sprayed them both quite a bit. It's just very plain, nice musk. I'm, again, looking forward to layering this one with a lot of my other scents. I will say this one is probably more sexy, I think, the musk, whereas the white musk is brighter. There's more floral in there. It's got honeysuckle too. I find that a lot of scents that have honeysuckle, I'm like, not too sure if I love that. I feel like it unfortunately dates a lot of fragrances where you can smell the honeysuckle. I think a lot of people associate it with like kind of old-timey. Like it's a bit of an old-timey smell. But I really like it in here. It's not too strong for me. And it just smells very clean and bright and cozy and comfy. I wouldn't necessarily call it warm, but yeah, it's just, these are really nice. And they were both very cheap. I think $10 or $12 at Chemist Warehouse. Yeah, they're great. I would definitely recommend these to anyone. Okay, so the next couple that I have are some Arabic perfumes. So I will just say I'm guilty. I've slept on Arabic perfumes. I'm no longer slept, okay? I'm awake. So I did an order. I picked up a couple of them, and I also got a sample, which I'll talk about as well. So one of the ones I picked up was Al Rahab's Choco Musk. Now I got the little I think this is 6 ml perfume oil. Yeah, 6 mls. Oh my gosh. It's just smells like chocolate cake or a brownie. If you like that kind of smell, like you want to smell like literally you could be eaten, you will absolutely love this. I do really like it, and I thought I would really love to wear it, but what I found is that I don't know if I want to smell like chocolate. This realistic of chocolate. I love cocoa. I love chocolate, you know, notes. I don't know if I want to smell like a chocolate cake. I don't know. I think I would layer this. I'm really excited to try and layer this with some other things, which I kind of have already experimented with a couple of other fragrances layering on top of this. So I'll apply this oil because it's just straight oil. I'll apply this first and then spray another fragrance on top. I don't know, maybe I'll make a layering video going more in depth with what I've been kind of testing. And if you just want to smell like a chocolate snack, cake, brownie, all of the above, then definitely get this one. I don't know if it's any different than the actual spray in the bottle. I don't know if that's much different, but this is like, whoa, it smells so good. I want to eat it. Don't know if I want to smell like this though, but I'm excited to continue testing it and layering it with some other scents that I have. All right, so the main purpose of that online order was I picked up Kamra by Latafa. This is meant to be a dupe for Angel Share. It's what this is duping. I will just say, I don't know if I'm going to ever smell Angel Share. In order for me to get like a dinky little decant of like 1 ml, I have to pay $40, and I'm not doing that. So I was like, you know what? I will just pick up this dupe, and oh god, I already smell it. I already smell it. This one, guys, the real thing must smell amazing because this blew my tits off of my body. This is so good. I love this so much. I want to give them to everyone I know because there's no way you're not gonna like this. It's like spicy, you've got that cinnamon, but you've got the citrus that cuts through it so it doesn't get too like heavy and rich. But it is rich, but not in like a super heavy, overpowering way, at least to me. Guys, I don't know why I didn't mention this, but I didn't really describe the sweetness in the fragrance. It smells like apple pie. It's so amazing. I just wanted to mention that before I go off on this next tangent. Okay, bye. It kind of reminds me of, and only like a facet of it, it reminds me of those, you know when you make potpourri during, well, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere Christmases, you make those oranges to hang and you stick a bunch of cloves in them. There's no clove in here. It's just the vibe that I'm getting from this, but it smells so good and it lasts. This sucker lasts. I'll spray it on my arms, like I'll spray it like once on each arm and then once like on my chest, so it's, you know, gets some of my clothes as well. And I'm just smelling so goddamn good. And I can smell it. I continue to smell it as I move around. Yeah, I just think you cannot go wrong with this one. So the top you've got cinnamon, nutmeg, you've got that bergamot to kind of cut through the heaviness. You've got dates and praline, tuberose, and at the bottom you've got vanilla, tonka bean, amberwood, akigala wood. It smells so good and luxurious, and the dry down, it smells, to me, it gets a little bit sweeter, but still maintains a lot of that like realistic spiciness. And I just love it. I love that cinnamon. It kind of makes me think of like a North American Christmas is what it kind of reminds me of. 10 out of 10. Absolutely love this. I don't know if I can get another bottle like this. I think I heard that they were potentially there was like a complaint filed against them. Is that a myth? Is that true? Can someone tell me, are these bottles going to disappear? Am I getting them confused with another perfume brand? Probably. But I love the bottle. It feels very heavy as well. If I just want to talk about the bottle, it feels very heavy and luxurious. The box that it came in also felt very bouge to open. I mean, made me feel like $1 million opening this sucker. So yeah. Do not sleep on this. If there is one thing I could recommend out of all of these, it is this one. And this was like 70 Australian dollars. Not expensive. Very cheap. Very good. You will love it. Thank me later. Okay, I figured I would mention as well, when I had this order of the Choco Musk and the Camera, they also gave me a little sample of French coffee by Al Rahab. So they gave me a little small decant of it. And I mean, it smells, I mean, how are they doing this? It smells like a coffee. It just straight up smells like a latte. It smells like I walked into a cafe. I said, hey, can I have a soy latte with maybe some caramel syrup or something, or vanilla? And they're like, yeah, no worries. And then I got my coffee and I'm drinking it and I'm sitting in a like, that's what this smells like. It just straight up smells like a coffee. So I don't know if I want to smell like a coffee though. But if you're into that, then you will probably love this, because it's, it's got the milk in there. It's got that lactonic quality. I don't know. It's amazing. It's so photorealistic. It's got cinnamon as well, like a little hint of cinnamon. Yeah, the caramel, it's got caramel. It smells like a caramel latte, just straight up. I don't know if I tested this on my skin. I kind of just did a little spray. I tested it on here, and my husband and I both smelled it, and we both kind of agree. We're like, well, as nice as this is, I don't know if I want to smell like that. So not one I bought, but I figured I would just mention it because, we got a little decant of it, and we sprayed it, and we were like, yeah, it smells nice, but maybe not for us. Maybe for someone else out there though. My last one that I have, I am starting to, now that the weather's getting a little bit warmer and we're starting to get close to spring, and I'm getting real excited, and I really want those like fresh summer smells. I had a look at some body sprays, the Body Fantasies ones. I went ahead and I picked up, this is the Cucumber Melon from Body Fantasies. And this reminds me of my childhood, because when I was a kid, everything I bought from the Body Shop was their cucumber melon smell. I always had the lotion, the gel, the body gel. I think I even had a body spray at one point that was the cucumber melon. It just reminds me of being a kid and always having like this scent in all of the stuff that I had. And so for me, not only is it a great summer scent, I mean, listen, it doesn't last long, and that's fine. And I know that, listen, it's a body spray, whatever. But it just reminds me of summer. It reminds me of being a kid and running around and, being young. I love that. I love that about this. It's good. It's, you're run-of-the-mill cucumber melon. It smells good. It's simple. It's fresh. It's, a little bit sweet from the melon. I like it. It smells good. It smells fun. It's, it's lovely. So I can't wait to wear this one. I think I also smelled, I smelled a few of the other ones, but another one that I really liked was their musk body spray. But I was like, it smells just like the Joven one, so I'm not going to pick that up. But, you know, if maybe if you don't have Joven around you, but you have these Body Fantasies ones, that's pretty much what it smells like. So yeah, very excited to douse myself in this. All right, well, that is all I have for today. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.